let's chat for a second, right? So a brother of mine made a post the other day and was like, is it possible to give somebody Jesus without Bible thumping them? And majority of the comments was like, you can be that light. You don't gotta keep quoting scripture all the time, just going in on them and everything. Like, they can come to Christ by you being the light. And someone ended up commenting, basically was like, we gotta follow scripture, and it says in the word that the word is a light. I'm messing with scripture, you know what I'm saying? The word is the light to the feet of our path. That verse, totally screwing up. Y'all get my point. And so they were going back and forth, and then I remember a story, and it wasn't really like a story because I was actually there. I was in church, and I commented. I was like, "Hey, yo, bro, this reminds me," because he attends the same church like I be attending, and I was like, bro, this remind me of that one service when it was altar call time and stuff like that. Our leader, his friend from like back in like childhood, I think like childhood, high school type days, stuff like that, had stood up and went to the altar to come to Christ. And our leader was like shocked, like, oh my goodness, I had no idea he was here. So when he went up there, he, of course, gave him a brotherly hug and everything. And he was like, let me tell y'all something. He said, he has seen me be who I was before Christ. He said once he came to Christ, he was like, I never quoted no scripture at him. I never preached down his throat. I just lived the life that God wanted me to be. I literally walked the walk and let his light shine in me. And because he was able to see who I was before Christ, who I was after Christ, that pulled him to come give his life to Christ. And I didn't even know he was going to be here. So I remember that example. I was like, oh, you remember that? He was like, yes, sis, I remember that. I took notes, that all that stuff. So the person who was defending Bible thumping got offended. What date and service was this? Where's the link at? I want to see from I'm just like, why are you offended? Because we're basically saying people can come to Christ by seeing the light inside of you. And even for me, before I came to Christ, it wasn't people who constantly quoted scripture down my throat saying you're going to go to hell and, homosexuality is a sin and it's an abomination. All that is true. All that is true. But for me, it was the Christians who didn't quote scripture at me. They just loved me. They were like, hey, you want to come to church with me? Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? They invited me to their gatherings, different things of that nature. And I will always remember that till this day. I will always remember that till this day. It was their light of Jesus shining through them. And I knew, like, I didn't get what they got. I knew it. So can somebody say today that the light shining in you, they low-key going to be like, yo, I want what this person got. I want the light that they got.